Hi, I'm Hunter. I'm with Snyder Manufacturing. Today I'm here with my customer, Fred Tracy. He is the founder and owner of Fred's Tents. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks for having you stop by, Hunter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Been a long time friend and supporter of Snyder. So Hunter's come by our shop today. He's doing a video reel of some of his customers. He obviously picked hopefully one of his favorite to do it first.
Yeah.
But no, and seriously, I appreciate being available and being able to answer some of your questions, and hopefully this marketing film works out well. So what do you got for me, Hunter? Go ahead.
All right, Fred. So what inspired you to start your business, and what has been the biggest challenge that you faced in the early days of starting it?
Well, the early days when I started, I didn't find you guys. So we weren't using the good fabric like we do, made here in America at Snyder Manufacturing. But all seriously, we did find you fairly soon after we did start. I don't know the exact year. But what was the other part of that question?
What was the biggest challenges you faced in the early days?
Just getting knowledge. You know, I took some sewing classes in high school, learned how to sew. So it was a lot of trial and error. You know, were we using the right threads? Were we using the right films? What is the difference between a $5 film and a $10 film? You know, so it was learning that, getting product knowledge for the product. That was probably one of the key things early on.
And what is one of the major lessons you learned in the early days about being a leader in decision making for the company?
That's a lot of questions in one. I think we'll break it down. What did we learn early on that using good films, good scrims, pay off? You know, there's films out there that'll last 6 months or could last a year. But I really like the films and the way they had it. You know, we obviously know there's a lot of balance with film, whether you have too much plasticizer and it's too soft, or you don't have enough in there and it's too stiff. So learning that early on, what is the balance of flexibility but stiffness and longevity? That I wish I had learned maybe earlier.
If you could rewind to your early days of starting the company, what would you tell your younger self, knowing what you know now?
Whew. Don't do it. No,
Don't do it.
Yeah. I was very blessed, very grateful. You know, we always had the philosophy of doing the right thing and also slow, controllable growth. Maybe we didn't grow in those early years, maybe as fast as we should have, but it was controlled growth, and I think we did the right thing. So that's what I said. You know, don't criticize yourself for not making those decisions early on, not getting financed too much in debt.
Absolutely. So for young entrepreneurs getting into any industry, what would be your biggest piece of advice for them?
You know, the less you have, the bigger risk you can take. The more you have, the less risk you want to sort of take. So you just keep that philosophy in mind. I think it's important to always do the right thing. It may not look the best on the balance sheet, but making that customer satisfied, making them have a good experience with your company, and making sure their customer has a good experience on the end. I think it's important to the industry to grow it.
What is your relationship with like Snyder Manufacturing, and how has that been over the years, and how did you find out about Snyder?
Don't remember how I found out. I think you may be my 4th or 5th salesperson. I would say 30 years plus. Had the pleasure of meeting Dennis Snyder, the 2nd generation of the Snyder. His father actually started Snyder Manufacturing. Incredible chemist, genius, whatever you want. I think I would put him up against anybody in North America or in the world for his technology and his ability to make films that do certain things.
So we understand a little bit more about your business now after listening to a couple questions, and I'm sure a lot of people in the industry know Fred. Fred. What does Fred like to do behind the scenes, and what are some of the hobbies you enjoy?
Well, I put a lot of hours in the tent, so there's not a lot of extra hours, but I tend to try to make a 24-hour day into 36 hours. But on the side, I like to, we have a farm. Linda and I have a farm. We raise beef cattle, some pigs and some chickens. We do a lot of vegetables. We have a community garden for our employees that I really enjoy doing. Nice. I like boating and I like to cook.
So Fred, is there anything that you want to leave the audience or people listening with any piece of information. Obviously, we all know you for your innovative tents, your craftsmanship. There's a lot of appreciation through the industry. I think you're kind of on the Mount Rushmores of the tent business,
That's good.
and we really appreciate you as a customer. But is there anything you want to let the audience know? Maybe something's coming around the corner for Fred's, or
We got a new product, our FW Arbor. It's a Douglas fir arbor that we bend. We're putting fabric, more of a natural. We've done the wood aluminum look, but now we've gone back to a Douglas fir product. And it's pretty neat. The first batch of those wooden arbors that we're making, we actually took old bleacher seats out of gymnasiums, replaned the wood, shaped it, and then bent it into a product that can be used. So, people think of recycling when they think of copper, metals, vinyls, but being able to take wood, repurpose it from an old gymnasium they're putting aluminum bleachers in, and being able to take that Doug fir, plane it, shape it, and put it into a tent that goes out and does another event. It's pretty neat. That was new to us for this year, and we're excited about that product.
It's very good.
And we've got some great Snyder translucent on the top of that product. So
very good. Well, Fred, I really appreciate your business, and thank you for taking
Best
the
of
time.
luck. You guys are getting vinyl out there. Think of Snyder. Got a great company, and they do a great job. One of the few companies in the U.S., if any other ones, that are totally vertical. They actually knit their own scrim and make their own films. A lot of people will buy their scrim or buy their films and then laminate it. And that was one of the things when I talked to Dennis early on, that it was really unique that they were one of the only manufacturers, or one of very few, especially in the laminate side, that were totally vertical and could do all the work with the films that you want for the UV and ultraviolet, flame retardancy, and then the strength of the fabric is through the scrim, and they knit that. So great job, keep up. I'm hoping I'm buying fabric from you from another 20 or 30 years.
I hope so too.
All right, thanks, Hunter.
Thanks, Fred. I appreciate it. You guys take care. Thank you.
Contact a representative today to see how Snyder Manufacturing can best serve you. 330-343-4456 or sales@snyderman.com.